60 points away as well. Sure, once you breach it, you're not done yet. You have to get a win, but you have to play a totally different game after you breach that threshold. We're excited to jump in with the Falcons and see if anybody decides to contest them already. The answer is certainly and definitely no. However, this is the same story we've been telling for the last, I guess, 11 maps that we've played between 2 days. So something is not going well for them in rotation. And with this new zone, it is very centrally located. We could see ourselves all the way back to Lowtown again.
Well, back to Restava Shops for the home of Omit NA we go. I love that spot for loot. A ton of cash registers, a quick loadout you can. But for Team Community, the one rivaling all of the eliminations on the board, 6 points away from the Falcons. We do see Exiles getting wiped off the rip. Quite unfortunate there for the Levin Resort side of things. To the Gulag they go, but a calm start for Community.
Here's what's so interesting about this Community team. We knew they were high risk, high reward. We knew they would be frying out for kills. They had 16 kills last game and they fell in the 20s, all right? Now, Exiles have had a great tourney thus far, really consistent, maybe until now. All 3 in the Gulag, and it looks like Cloud9 on the other side. Getting the better of his opponent. Jackal makes that one look easy. Down goes 4 and Jace. Cloud9 still in the blender, unfortunately.
But it was a must win. Jackal was the only one who won the Gulag.
Oh, wow, yeah, that'll
So
beat
good
you
thing
up.
he made it look easy. He's got $1,500 at a dream at this point, and where do we go from here? We're spawning over by the Manor. Well, this is a heck of a lot of like, we're talking Levin was all the way on that western side of things, but the FaZe squad that is looking so strong here, 90.8 points on the board. Sage finding final form, and well, when you've got Showstopper, you've got King AJ here, hold a Breacher drone, have a couple.
How about 3? Why not? Able to ward off at least one, but a push and a flank and a swing. Vision goes down. Nice trades here from the side of Adrian and co. FaZe is in final form, in final 5, in top 5, looking to make it top 3 and counting. So much money exchanging hands at the top, $300,000 if you can win it all, and it's still within reach for that FaZe team. And Omit EU has quickly swung up to Bazaar to take a look at who won this time around. It looks like that Panda team actually won. Now getting third party, Omit EU says, you're not going to get paid for it, not this time.
They didn't win anything but a third party and a visit from Omit EU. Only 34 eliminations from the prior maps, not where they want to be. 10th place for now. Got to jump up the leaderboard if they can. It starts here. And Kyo, though, has to find Resolve. Breaches and just gets one more bullet, but the trade is there from the teammates. We save a Gulag. Elsewhere, we did see that wild card Team Colony 2K in the distance. FIFA kill on high ground. Omit NA, youngsters running for the hills.
Yeah, and this is where Omit NA usually drops, very close to it. And it looks like the FIFA kill squad has actually swung down a lot more aggressively this time around. Omit NA said they never chow us, and we always win when they do. We'll see if that continues to be true, as Brax has bailed on his teammate Youngsters all alone right now. Just going to be looking to isolate some ones. Will he win a 1v3? It is nearly impossible. It is possible, but it's nearly impossible. And Young, I think, is just trying to stay alive and buy Brax some time. He buys him plenty of time, but 2 swinging in, there's just no chance Youngsters can get out of this one.
Wait, did we stick that? I know we're losing our life. You said it. We're giving Brax the time with the cash to get away and hit that full buyback. But Team Community, you've got Unrational Moors in hand. We do see Youngsters in the Gulag. We don't have to hit the buyback just yet. But here we go. Welcome back, Juju. More eliminations for us, and Restava Shops, the home, our beloved, to be able to hit a regain.
And only 1 in the area now, so they've got plenty of time. I do think Brax is going to make sure that that's the case. Got eyes in the sky and a recon drone, so plenty of info to tell Juju, hey, all is clear. You can come down and hang out with us. We'll see where they go from here. But we got to take a look at this new zone because it was very centrally located, and new stays very centrally located. Community continues to hunt the edge of zone, but our zone that is showing is actually favoring slightly to the west. We could see one of the first cargo ins we've seen in a very long time. We could head all the way back over to Seaport, kind of cargo, but frankly, I'm looking at that area between Lowtown, Old Town, and cargo as the main spots, dead center of the map. Like always, all day yesterday we were at Old Town, Lowtown, and I expect us to go back.
Well, here we go. We're still looking for the remnants of the Falcons MENA team here, scumming on 1, but the battle of the staircases ensued. The Tempered gonna eat that Thermite a bit, a Dolphin Dive, and a bit of a snazzy play there. Still unable to get this isolated 1v1. The shots go out, but Resolute gives them the advantage. Still, can we connect the Thermite through the window, thread it through?
Yeah, and this is a 1v1 for the ages, apparently. Edge of zone, Zix is doing everything in his power to win this one, and frankly, may have, unfortunately. Dongy said, all right, I'm coming, scum. You couldn't clean up 1. Let me help you out. There's the pinch. Well done. helps his buddy out, and they're going to move on their merry way. Again, reminder, Scummin is our top fragger right now with Dongy. They're actually tied at the top. 2 players from COD Community, both on 27 kills apiece. There's no wonder that they're at the top of the leaderboard. They're very close to it.
Well, there's a reason why they are one of the only teams that have been able to beat the Falcons at this format. But Amit NA still trying to get out of this area, still on a regain. But you got to check in with FaZe Black. Things are always looking crazy over in military base, and Navi is one that is always being fought by them. But there goes Levi down and out. We heard from Gabe earlier. He said anything is possible, and this regain that we've seen from them is they're climbing the leaderboards, and they just keep on moving up.
Apparently Championship Sunday is for the FaZe teams. My goodness. If you're wondering where's Navi today, they had a good day yesterday. It's, well, dead, because FaZe Black's been fighting them and winning 9 times out of 10, it seems. And another regame from Panda Squad after the bizarre loss to Amit Inkio and them. Amit EU. You go over to military base and thinks you're going to get anything, you are dead wrong. Go to the Falcons, who are on the hunt, quite literally flying above their opponents, trying to figure out who are we going to take down in transition and where do we go from here. Do we just want to hold Pop-Off for now? It could go north. It is possible that this final zone does go to Pop-Off.
Soka over here piloting the helicopter. I thought we were actually going to drop Shifty and Biffle off on someone, but seems like you've got Hallow on the upper ground, just on the outskirts here. But we're working on the positioning, still on the prowl. Mind you, we set it 26 points to get them to 150, and we know what their close rate is on the win condition format. They call Soka the closer for a reason here, but back to Team Aydan, someone who wants to put the rest of the detriment into the dynasty. They need eliminations, but we've got to get Aydan back on his feet and inside. Here we go, Z-Smith getting Aydan back into the fray. 50 points is needed for this squad.
Yeah, Team Aydan has a rhythm. They have a rhyme to all the success they've found along the way. They head up, they take a look at military, they didn't like it this time, so they head all the way back down to Low Town and rotate into Old Town. This is what they've been doing all day today, and it's been working. This time, because they didn't find the kills in military, they don't have hardly a single kill to their name, and they're trying to find them now. This is one of those scary moments when you don't have early game elimination, and it looks like maybe Aydan got fastball special right to the face by a thermite. Will get picked up here. It's going to give a moment of reprieve for their opponents. This is a scary moment when you have to play for kills in this kind of early mid-game, because you're not going to have anything for your multipliers if you just lurk and wait till final 10. So instead, they're having to hunt right now in that Low Town, Old Town area on the transition.
I think more people are just starting to rotate into the Falcons early on. We saw them battling up there in the north with Team FIFA Kill and other squads in the neighboring vicinity. It's going to be Navi, though, but there's a couple people from military base taking angles, and Falcons, well, they're going for Levi. They want to clean out the north and claim it for themselves.
Yeah, a couple quick notes on that. As per the usual, COD Community in the 20, way down at the bottom of the map on the edge of zone, fighting everybody else in City. They said all of these are free. Scummin quite literally said, we love landing City because everybody else is terrible, so we get to kill everybody. And apparently it's true, at least according to them. Down by 5 right now on the Falcons with the scores coming in from this one. They have a nice amount of kills. They've lost Scummin, and they're still fighting around high rise with a couple other teams in the area, specifically Vitality, who's come back to claim what was theirs apparently. Said, we don't drop here anymore, but we want to kill you because you took our drop spot and you chalked our turn.
Patsuka, the drop down from Unrational, rips that. It's the Resolute, though, that keeps Patsuka alive. Dongy looking for the trade, gets it, puts him to 29 eliminations, looking for 30. Luckily, Unrational still has that gulag in the back pocket, but Dongy now owns high rise to himself. Will have to hit the rotate, and Patsuka, well, we saw what just happened. This is where I get my vengeance.
I want your high ground, I want your drop spot, I want your body. No, Patsuka with the barrel stuff. This is a big one for Scummin. He's got to get back and help his teammate out, and it looks like he was able to do that. So we're gonna see 2 COD Community members still in this one with 8 kills in total as we immediately swap back over to Amit NA, who are back on their feet finding kills. Now he's got a decent spot up here. Unfortunately, a couple well-placed thermites is gonna make this a true 2v2 with Vieira, a massive content creator, being subbed in for this squad. They've played spoiler to some teams, but not doing a lot of work on on that leaderboard itself.
Well, I love that Brax, after taking damage, is trying to get back with Youngstas. If they combine forces, they have enough cash to get him back into the game, bring Juju back. Now, quite frankly, this Omit NA roster has achieved so much over the past couple of months, and I'm excited to see them keep on growing. But let's keep a move on. We got EXO Esports just ahead. You see Team Colony 2K, that recent map win from Clavson, FLS GUI the North, and Team Aydan just on the lower side of Old Town here. We keep on moving, and you have to place the bet. Do you play from the cargo side? Do you play from the Old Town? With the majority of the playable space on Old Town, I like this play.
And again, that North squad, that Clavson team, they jumped, like we said, up into the top 10, all the way up to, I believe, 7th place on our leaderboard, very close to it. So they are in pole position to take a ton of cash and potentially play for the win if they can get another one. Back to the Falcons we go, to the true north of the map, up to the south side of Pop-Up. Only team in the area is this squad right now. It's that Eric squad that is in the LTV or driving around. Everybody else is to the south of them. You're going to see a couple teams in cargo, especially that Super Evan squad, who again, not making waves on the leaderboard, but still playing spoiler to some really good teams, including this one. They drop in cargo. They are hanging out in cargo. This is Super Evan's game to win, and they need it bad.
Well, we're still climbing. We needed 26. Now we need 20. It can be done here. We can breach 150 if we keep firing like we are. Currently Wars, Louis CT, CM, Bubble CT, Bubble down, fighting that APAC team. Even Omit NA still getting into the mix early on, but it's the Falcons who are looking to claim the space. No one is around them. You have to think Omit NA just on the western side, playing around that zip. We'll have to rotate on in, but with all of the information that Falcons have, I know they're gonna start popping UAVs. They're going to go on the hunt to allow themselves to breach 150 this map. The question is, who will cut them down?
Yeah, Vieira is going to fall here, so the Falcons get a couple more added to their tally. 17 away and maybe make that 16, but the multipliers will continue to tick that number up regardless of kills. With the cargo zone pull, by the way, I guess everything worth having is worth working for, because the COD Muno team has to work so hard on these rotations through a crazy amount of teams to even get to zone. COD Munity is still outside of zone and fighting several teams on the transition. Specifically, Team 22. We've seen this team play spoilers several times and even grab a win. That's DRN, Destroy Squad, flying in off of a zip. Probably the next team this COD Munity squad is going to have to fight, because they are in the way of this squad getting to zone.
Yikes, Echo going up against the former teammates. Bubble getting the trade elsewhere. That's pretty brutal. Good look at DRN here, just from above. Now listen what we're doing here. COD Munity getting the intel contracts. They want to know where the next circle is going to pull so they can make way to the north. From C-Town we go. You mentioned the water. That cross is going to be difficult, but we need to clear out this specific area. And that isolated fight with DRN, that could be feisty.
Yeah, and again, they only need 32 points. They're on 9 kills already, COD Munity to be exact. They've got a really good chance of potentially breaching our threshold. They need to at least get top 5. Now, FaZe Squad, they're still 60 points away, but in top 5 on the leaderboard, and they want to try to better their standings and get as close as they can. If the Falcons get past 150, they need to be close. Sage pushing the equation. A great Slayer today, continuing to find players out of position. Lana trying to make a play. It's not enough. FaZe is on top right now. They're nearly unstoppable, winning yet again another good team fight without losing a player.
Sage, 21 eliminations on the day thus far. A previous LAN champ and wants to do it again. Sitting in 4th place, about to encompass that triple digits. But Omit EU have decided to lay claim to the north. They said, oh, you want a challenger? I see you, Falcons. I know this is your terrain, but COD Munity on the other side. Here's that look, the lay of the land. Soka isolated to the south, looking to kind of collapse around the gas station that Gromalok and Heeds are. We know Enkyo's a fragger, but he has to find Shifty. Biffle on 6, though.
This is maybe make or break for Omit EU. They have got to win that fight, and we'll continue to check in with them. That fight will probably take a while, because COD Munity, again hunting edge of zone, says, hey, let's take a look at maybe some other squads in our area. Let's continue to rack up the kills. We only need 32 points, folks. This is easy right now. We're already on 12, by the way. I said it was 9. They scored 3 when we checked in with those other teams. Now the fight on the other side. I love. Let's keep hot swapping back and forth. These are crucial moments right now, and Omit EU now in a fly trap trap with a soak
Oh,
on one
Shifty.
side, Shifty and Biffle on the other. They push the equation. Grom in trouble, but no shots hit. Several thermites zoning Shifty off. He's got to address this fight from another angle. Come swinging in the gas station. Say, hello for your cat. He says no. Yet again, he's playing spoiler. Biffle getting into the mix. Shifty getting in the mix, and they take them out. Omit EU cut down, only losing one. The Falcons on top. The Falcons that much closer to making it to 150 points. And in the meantime, Community in deep trouble.
Where is Enkyo? I know FaZe Black. It was flanked, I believe, that knocked him earlier before that fight actually occurred. Dongy down below the catacombs there, beneath the sea here. Swag, Adrian. Oh, 7, last alive. Just seems to be the nature of the game for them. 26 teams still up. Yes, they can frag, but it's getting into the end games. It's getting the multipliers and letting those points culminate. 125.2. We are within striking distance. Let's say you win this game. There is a good chance that you breach 150 for Team Community.
Okay, reminder, by the way, the Falcons needed, what, 25.8 points or something similar to it.
Okay.
They have 13 kills right now. If they get a win without a single another elimination, they've done it. They're likely going to do it if they pick up more kills in the rotation. It looks like Ahsoka was able to get some. We still got to keep our eyes on Dongy because, like you said, Community is still in the equation, albeit entirely on the back of the young gun Dongy.
And I'm really nervous here. You're just tanking gas at this point. You have FaZe above you. And that rotate, the trigger discipline, we have to time this to perfection because now we are just reaping. But back to the Falcons we go. Someone else has tried to lay claim. It's going to be Team Echo. Oki, Prodigy to the left, Echo to the right. They said they wanted to come out swinging today. They're outside the top 5. Soka about to be here in a 2v2. Oki, the thermite, it connects. He's down, he's out, and Prodigy is just trying to reassess.
This is now 15 kills, by the way. Folks at home that want to do the math, 1.8 times multipliers, what we're looking for if we can make it to top 5. We still have 22 teams remaining. We have so far to go in this, but they've done enough from the kills category. They need the multipliers now, and they cannot get caught in the third party. Omit NA wants a piece of this. Prodigy says, give it to me instead. Picks up Shifty, but can't clean him up, and down goes Echo, which means Prodigy's team completely in a blender, and just a solo trying to play spoiler.
Okay, Omit NA, 3 up in the north. Let's see what they can do. Taking the angles, and Biffle is just like, I've got to play a heady here. We've got more smokes. We'll check in with them later, but that is going to decide the entirety of the game. Mortar's going back and forth, and now FaZe, just a duo. You've got Team Aydan, you've got the Exiles. Everyone is on the south side in cargo.
This is the best case scenario for the Falcons. They have enough kills right now as FaZe is in trouble. All they need is some multis. Look at their score in the top right-hand corner. They need 10 points. They